All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I like to give all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai. Double honors to the apostle elders, a great millstone who rule well. And salutations to all you brothers out there pushing this word in love, truth, sincerity, and humility. Once again, it's the brother Shatir from the Chicago camp, coming back to you with what I hope is another quick and edifying sit down. And just happened to come across this video on my TikTok feed, and I know a few other brothers happened to see it as well. You know, just giving my 2 cents on it. And in this video, I'll make sure to put it in the description box because it's a little lengthy, so you can go check it out on your own. But in a nutshell, you have Eve talking about how she's doing all the right things and everything she possibly can do to get ahead and have something in life, but it seems to not ever be enough. Okay, she cannot go out with her friends. She can't do pretty much anything outside of go to her job and then go home. Okay, this woman says that she Ubers, she caters, she does like one or two other things. And she says at the end of all of these things, okay, the only thing that she's able to do is eat, have clothes, drink, and have a roof over her head. And really, at the end of the day, the scripture tells us that that's all that we really need. I'm going to get two of them. Okay. Food, content. 1 Timothy 6:8. And it says, in having food and raiment, let us be therewith content. Okay. Basically, that goes also into the Lord's Prayer. Give us this day our daily bread. Give us what we need for today. Give us what we need to make it today and into tomorrow. Because really, anything outside of that is extra. Okay. And then we're going to go to the other one where it says, I want to say it might be in the Apocrypha. Ecclesiasticus, is it 29? Let me see. Let me do cover shame. $29 and $21. Oh, Ecclesiasticus 29 and 21. It says, the chief thing for life is water and bread and clothing and a house to cover shame. So really, as I said before, at the end of the day, this is all that we're supposed to strive for. Because as the scripture says, we have to arise and depart because this is not our rest. Okay, we weren't sent here to America to be comfortable, all right, and live it up like we're at an all-inclusive 5-star resort. No, we were sent here for hardcore captivity, okay? And what you have here is Eve and many women like her starting to realize that the juice wasn't worth the squeeze, okay? They have been greatly deceived, just as they were in the beginning, by their daddy, bad Uncle Esau. Okay, they took the feminism. They took the man out the household. Okay, they put him on Title 4D child support. They put him in jail. All right, they became whores and prostitutes, strung out on drugs. Okay, They chose all these destructive things that they perceived were good, but now they're realizing that they have been had because, see, bad Uncle Esau doesn't need them anymore. Okay, he told Eve that he got her back. They believed it, and now since their plan is pretty much at its fulfillment, bad Uncle Esau like we don't need you anymore, women, especially you, Eve. All right, you've done exactly what you needed to do. You've done exactly what we wanted you to do. You have lowered yourself to the lowest common denominator, destroying your relationship with Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, your husband, your children, your families. You've destroyed the community, and you are a terrible thing to even be around or even behold amongst any and all nations. You are a complete disgrace. And now these women are looking up like, oh man, we've been had. Yes, you have been had. As the scripture says, I think it's Ecclesiasticus 12, but I could be wrong. Well, let's get the scripture on that. Ecclesiasticus 12 and 10. It says, never trust thy enemy. All right. Who's our enemy? Well, all the nations of our enemy, even the 2/3, but our main enemy, the number one, is bad Uncle Esau, the so-called white man. It says, for like as iron rusteth, so does his wickedness. Meaning it's going to always come back. And it's going to explain this. Though he humble himself and go crouching. Yeah, boo, I got you. You don't need the Israelite man. I got you. You need a house? Don't worry about him. I got it. You need money for you and the children? I got you. You need health care? I got you. Don't worry about shit, girl. I got you. You know what? You could even be my boo. How about that? Okay? Though he says that he has your best intentions in heart and he's going to do all these great things for you, it says, yet take good heed and beware of him. Be very cautious. Why? And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away. Meaning that no matter how this guy packages himself, no matter how refined and eloquent his speech is, at the end of the day, this guy is still going to be who he was made to be, the wicked. It says, set him not by thee, lest when he hath overthrown thee, when he's destroyed you and you fulfilled his purpose of destroying yourself, your families, your communities, and everything you touch, he stand up in thy place, neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat, and thou at the last remember my words and be pricked therewith. Let's get that word pricked. Prick, it says a small hole or perforation caused by piercing. Okay, it says an indentation or small mark made with a pointed object. Now let's go down to definition 7. Okay, it says a feeling of remorse. Let's get remorse. A feeling of regret or sadness for doing wrong or sinning. Sorrow, pity, compassion. Okay, so let's read that again and plug in that definition. It says, verse 12 in Ecclesiasticus 12, set him not by thee, lest when he hath overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place, neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat. And thou at the last remember my words, and be filled with great sorrow and regret for doing wrong and sinning. And this is why we have all these Eves on TikTok venting about how hard life is. Seriously, let's go through a few. We're gonna go through a few of these comments on here. Let me put it on pause because it's about. All right, let's read some of these comments. Love Lala. To be honest, I feel as if a lot of people live above their means. Financial literacy is very important. That don't matter because you got folks making six figures and they hurting. It says Val. Val says, I have mad credit card debt. Nail Guapo. Girl, we all struggling. I promise everything that glitters ain't gold. Drop Dead Gorgeous says $100 is the new 20. Lori Sanders says, I try to stay optimistic, but in reality, all I really look forward to is bedtime. If I'm asleep, I can't really worry. Let me see. Janae, this was so real. I respect you for posting this because a lot of people feel this way, including myself. Sheena says, I bought a house with me and my sister and brother, 5-bedroom. We split the bills and help each other. We have to build a community. We can't do it alone. That don't matter. But look how many people it took to buy a house. When back in the day, it only took the salary of one person to purchase a home. Maya Moop says this is exactly why I refuse to have kids, because kids are extra, for lack of a better phrase, in this time, a burden. I feel like me not having kids saves me. That's the honest truth. Brittany, Black Girl Foodie, says, had to record this twice. I cried the whole video last time, actually saying how I felt out loud. We'll read a few more and then we'll get back to it. It says, I got paid Friday. I only have $44 left. Okay. Bulls Girl, you are not alone. Life is dragging a lot of us. This economy is slowly breaking me down. Bigari, it says, I appreciate these videos so much because you're saying everything I'm feeling. I just don't have the courage to get on video and say it. So thank you. So yeah. Oh, this is a good one. Whoever A is, my rent takes 90% of my income. Okay, last one. Nia So Pretty. I felt this. Things are extremely hard right now. I literally be feeling so drained and uninterested in everything. So, and you notice that all these women's profile, all right, is Eve. Bagari, uh, who was it? Bulls Girl, Eve, the Black Barbie, Eve. Okay. Brittany, to Black Girl Foodie. Oh, this is actually her. Had to record this twice. I cried the whole video last time, actually saying how I felt out loud. So yeah, May Mop. So yeah, Eve is hurting and in a bad situation right now because they realize that they have been had and they no longer have no usage. And they're even more pissed because all the damage that they have done throughout the decades, accepting that bag and feminism. Hey, we're going to continue reading. Ecclesiasticus 12 and 13, it says, who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent, or any such as come nigh wild beasts, right? This is why nobody, especially the men of your nation and specific tribe, this is why none of these men have no pity on you all. Bad Uncle Esau charms you with his elegant speech and benefits, and you took the bag. Men told you not to take the bag, but you did it anyway. And now look at you. Nobody wants you. Nobody cares that you're poor. Nobody cares that you guys are broke. Nobody cares that you all have 3 children and you out on the streets homeless. Nobody cares. Because when you had all these dainties, when you had all these benefits, you weren't thinking twice about the man. You weren't thinking twice about the family, the community, your relationship with God. All right, you thought you had it made. Now look at you. You're young, broke, and single. You're old, broke, and single. You're homeless, 3 children, and single. You're doing everything you possibly can, and it still is not enough. Nobody feels sorry for you, Eve. And this mentality, the way people feel, not only you Eves, but a lot of you women out there who've made your men's lives a living hell, this sentiment is only going to increase, like the scripture says in Matthew 24:12, because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. And you women, especially Eve, you all have had quite a few decades of wickedness that you have to pay for. Remember, Galatians 6:7 says, "Be not deceived, for the Most High is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap." And when it's talking about man, it's talking about mankind. It ain't just talking about the physical man. It's talking about mankind, man and women. And you all have reaped a lot of wickedness, and now it's your time to pay that tab. It is time to pay the tab. The best thing you can do is humble yourself and pray that Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai has mercy on you, and you can endure your time of humiliation and suffering. And at the end, he'll bless you with a man of the Lord, and you can get up on out of here. Because anything outside of that, you're not going to make it, because they're going to keep on taking away these jobs. Shoot, they done close what, 17 Popeyes. They done closed so many KFCs, Microsoft, was it UPS? All these jobs are just laying off folks, because now guess what? We got AI. Like I said, Bad Uncle Esau don't need you no more, Eve. You have accomplished your task. So for you sisters that might be listening to this, if this message has resonated with you, you better get on the right track. So that's all I want to say on this. I hope you all were edified. To the next time, we're going to say Shalom.